So yeah, there we go. All right, here's me at the age of 7 years old. I was born with very blonde hair. Okay, I was not born like a black kid. I would have not minded if I was. I was not born to look like an Asian kid, because if I was, I would be very proud of it. This is how I was born. I have one baby picture of me back in my country with my mom, Asha. All right, that's only one picture I have. It looks exactly like this. On my jinsiya, it's called Iraqi jinsiya, you know, where you see my name Jian, okay? That it's exactly like that. If you wonder how I was born, that's how I was born. I was not born as a black kid. I was not born as an Asian kid. I was born as a white kid. That's how I was born. As I grew up years later, you obviously see my hair is kind of like a light brownish. I'm going through changes. Things happen. Even then, I was not aware of it. Now I know it all. This is my sister Vianney. That's Rosemary. We're both Rosemary, the twin Kennedy sister. This is Helen, Jin Kennedy, Jihan, Helen. This is her. So this is her from Anna movie 1987. This is Vianney. This is me. This is how we exactly look like. Helen is not really born very dark skin. It was just an idea. She had a little bit more of this kind of hair, you know, than me and Vianney. Me and Vianney was more of a blonde. I was even more blonder than Vianney. So as she grew up, she still had a light brown hair, light blonde hair. And this, I think Najat already kind of dyed my hair in red. I was not born with the red hair, guys. Even as a kid, Najat, Uni Kennedy would dye our hair more of a sometimes red hair. But I was actually born blonde hair. So I'm not born a boy. I was not born a man. I'm born a woman, female. All right. So anyways, that's why Scooter Braun, okay, Scooter Braun, it's not my manager. I do not know Scooter Braun. I have never met Scooter Braun in my entire life. I do not know who Scooter Braun. You know, later I'm like, oh, I researched themselves, like, oh, well, this is their story. They're Saddam Hussein's son. So that's their history. That's their story. That's how I find out. I personally never met Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun is making millions of dollars off of me assigning Justin Bieber. That's just anybody could assign anybody. That's not no 3 Judas. They want to be me. These 3 Judah, but they're not. Sean Stone even sometimes try and say that he's me, you know. They're not me. The idea of Justin Bieber is me, Jacqueline Boiver. This is because how I was born. Farman used to have my hair just like that, my dad. So that's why. That's why. Okay? And that's why I'm Bridget Bardot. Bridget Bardot and Gina Jolie, guys. Priscilla, it's me. That's why the government offered this Pepsi thing. They're talking about me, Priscilla. They give my blood. Doesn't that Pepsi looks like a blood? People are drinking it. Okay, so that's what's happening. I am Priscilla, guys. A lot of people mistaken me for my stepmom. Sometimes my stepmom is Sabiha. Sometimes is Amina, Princess Diana. So what kind of a stepmom? All right, but she's not our real mom, Amina. All right. So anyways, in case you want to know, this is me, Jacqueline Boiver. I'm a woman, Rosemary, and Gina Jolie, Bridget Bardot, right? Does that looks like Bridget Bardot? Right. That's why Justin Bieber was assigned. There's a lot of movies and stuff, like one of them, Searching for Bobby Fischer. Actually, you see that in that movie. I'm Josh Whiteskin, and my brother has a name Josh. That's why I have those photos on my phone. So that's why, because people thought, you know, they didn't know I was a female. I was. I played chess, I had short hair, I played soccer. You know, people thought I was Farman's son. All right. So anyways, that's what they still call me son. Sometimes it's our last name, Roj, you know. But I would not recommend people to go worship Justin Bieber, because now Scooter Braun is just somebody. Scooter is assigned. Why people do have to go worship people that I have no control over what they say on their page? Because I don't control these pages. On the main page on these, they make millions of dollars off of me. I don't make that million. I'm struggling. I have not worked for like almost 5 days. I almost dropped dead. Okay, while they're making $1 million off of me. I do not recommend people to make a scene for Scooter Braun at work. They're making $1 million while people working what, $10, less than $15 an hour at the company they make doors. They should not worship those false satanic Judas murderers, Saddam Hussein's family, Paul Dali's family. They're not my manager. I don't have no manager music. That's not the company where they make music. It's not the company where they make movies. It's the company where everybody works so they can survive, have a job. If that job doesn't work, people can go find. There's a bunch of companies around in this town. It's just people who have a job to survive. I'm just like anybody else in real life. Despite all this fame, despite all the government jobs, despite what I did in the past, I remain a very normal person. And so all my brothers, sisters, we remain very normal people. I'm just in this town to survive. I thought to myself, I'm gonna drive to a town, nobody knows me, I'm running away from all that, the drama, the Hollywood stuff, and satanic, like, not everybody in Hollywood are normal. There's a lot of artists and actors in Hollywood, they Satanism. They're devil. They're not even Christians. So I don't recommend people to go worship the satanic devil. You will become a devil worshiper. People at work, they think they know me, they know my family, like the managers. I'm like, you don't know nothing about me. You're gonna go read all this stuff from Walmart, you're gonna buy it, that's fine. I'm not saying anything about Walmart, You're gonna read every magazine that is, people gonna sometimes put lies in the magazine. Even movies, arts, videos. That's why I'm not promoting just anything from my family. I'm posting very respectful stuff. It's about me and my family. I'm not just posting anybody. I'm not accepting it. Why? Because it's not what it is. I don't recommend people to go, worship false idols. This is me. This is the stuff I'm posting. This is my story. Because Scooter take advantage of it. If you look at the Justin Bieber's recent, let me see if I can pull it out for you. Facebook. What happened is, if you look at what they post on there, he is basically saying I'm being replaced. Hold on a second. Let me show you all something very important. If you see this, the Facebook on Justin Bieber, they're still referring me as Justin Bieber. You obviously see they're still documentary and all that. They're still saying that. But if you look at Scooter Braun's agenda, let me show you something very important. He has done that in 2015. If y'all remember that, he was saying they replaced me. If you look at this, do you think this is funny? I don't think this is funny. Okay? If you're a woman, you have any moral, or if you're a man, if you're a Christian, if you have any moral, you're not gonna worship these people. Okay? I know this is my story. I know that I'm Jacqueline Boiver, but guys, is it fair for people to put mustache on my face? Do you think that's okay? Do you think that Christianity will say, oh, okay, you can promote the transgender kind of idea? This is not okay. This is not okay. Why? Because I'm a woman. This is not, guys, I don't look like this. I don't have mustache on my face. I may have a little hair hormone thing change. You know why? Because there are beings on me they're not supposed to be on me. Sometimes they're like, oh, they put your own brother's DNA on you for, I'm not talking about this government offering this town at all. It's just like they did something to me and my brother, sister. They mixed us up. We're already part of each other's, But you obviously if you look at this picture, that does not look like me. Why? Some people say, it was the idea of Scooter has already saying it's Scooter himself. Some people, do you all remember that stuff from Scooter? What they were calling him Jehovah? That he wants to actually be me himself? All right. Remember the transgenders? All right. So remember that page, the 5 transgenders? Scooter is one of them. All right. So Sean Stone. But, I didn't hear a lot of stuff from Sean Stone, so I'm not that remember that 5 transgenders? All right. If you remember that, then you know. If you remember that page. All right. So you clearly see, I do not recommend people to follow anything on this actual page of Justin Bieber. I know I have my YouTube channel says Justin Bieber because that's my name. That are using my name, Jacqueline Boiver. Okay? That's my brother's name, Jacqueline Boiver. All right. That's why Scooter Braun assigned Justin Bieber, okay, to make $1 million off of me. Now to do me a favor. I don't need no favor from no Scooter Braun. This is me, guys. This is me. Okay? This is how I was born. All right. So Scooter Braun assigned Justin when he's still a kid. Still kind of. Still my story looks like me like this. Me, Jacqueline Boiver, Bridget Bardot, Jean, whatever you want to call me. Now, Scooter is, just look at this. Scooter is basically saying he replaced me with a clone, a demonic being. That's what Scooter is saying. And to see people still worshiping false idols, even when he's saying he replaced me. Okay, people are not going to stop because they know that's my story. People are not going to stop saying I'm Justin Bieber because I'm Jacqueline Boiver. That's my name. Scooter got famous off of me. He started making millions, billions of dollars off of me by assigning Justin Bieber. Okay, that's still my story. No matter what Scooter do, if you read all the comments from my fans on here, they're still supporting me. It's like, hey, Scooter is devil, Satanism, he is using my name and agendas and making $1 million, and look what he's doing. I'm a woman, guys. I do not look like this. I may have a little hair facial. I made a video when I was still in Berlin. That's not good. Scooter Braun. You know, Berlin would be where places that where my family is coming from, because we're part German. We are part German, and they're Nazi German. So people are confusing us with the Judas. Their names are identical to my family. All right. So this, do not worship anything on this page of Justin Bieber or official YouTube Justin Bieber's page. Anything has to do with Scooter, do not follow that. I made those pages. Let me show you something very important. I made this page today that where I'm talking about what the government did. It has nothing to do with anybody at the hotel. It has nothing to do with anybody at works. Okay, they might get involved in such stupid things, but they're not no government. The government offer my blood to people everywhere in Nashville, Tennessee. Some people says now it's everywhere in the United States, all over the world. They were saying it could be this, you know, while I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, they offer this and meant to be to save me, to help me, you know. But I'm drowned, my energy, you know, I'm not feeling well. So anyways, for people, if I would recommend you where to follow me, hold on, I'm gonna show you something very important. I made this page for me and my brother, guys. This is Jack. This is John Kennedy, my brother Jason. All right. This is me, Jacqueline Boiver, John, and so all this stuff you see in this page, it belongs to me and my brother. This is our story, passed on generation to generation. You know, we're Indo-European. So that doesn't mean some people could be not Indian but Indo-European. So that's why sometimes you see as Miss World 1994, Aishwarya Rai is representing me. You know, that doesn't mean the hotels I'm staying, the owners are Indian, they're my family. No, they're not my family because I'm paying rent and I'm struggling. I'm not making enough money. So what happened basically when I'm at the hotel where I'm staying is, if it was my family's own hotel, I will stay for free. So basically I'm working on, I'm paying for the rent. And it's not a Judas hotel. They're not killers, they're not transgenders. You know, it's a decent hotel. But my family is worried about me. What happened? They have bugs in the hotel. Something's like in the hotel, bed bugs or something. So I was struggling. I'm still struggling. You know, I'm making just enough money where I paid for the rent. I buy the food. I'm really struggling. I'm financially messed up. I'm healthy messed up. I'm stressed out. I really need people to respect my privacy. So anyways, if people really want, if you're Christian, you're a good Christian, you don't want to false idols, devil worshipping, then if you want to know my stories, you're interested in my stories, or want to kind of make a scene for my family, not at work. I do not want anybody to make a scene for my family. Outside work, I do not mind if people make a scene for my family members. It depends where I go. It's like, you know, I have already police officers are representing my family because they were like, you know, army, military since they were like kid, you know. So that's been taken care of. The real actual police officer has been guarding me since I got to the town. Even when I have break time from work at 2 in the morning, I already have police officers guarding me around as my brothers, you know, the Kennedy brothers and fathers. So I don't have any problem. That's been taken care of, you know. But if for anybody to follow the real story of my family, the Kennedy Coolidge Walsh family, brother, sister, real parents, the Jesus Christ family, this is our story. Is I know they'd be like, well, that's your brother. I do understand that, but this is how things were created on Earth, the very first being. We are what we are today, of course. You know, we come from multinational nationalities, raised and all that, but we remain from the actual real Jesus Christ family. So you'd be like, well, how is that Angelina Jolie's kissing her brother is talking about how things were created, first being on Earth? So there was like a male and female, Adam and Eve, and that's not Adam Levine. Adam is the father of all the beings on this planet Earth. That's why we're from the real Jesus Christ family. That's where my family's trees and shit is coming from. All right. So it was like that when they had children. You know, the brother sister were husband and wife, girlfriend boyfriend. That's how it was. It's nothing sickening about it, and it has been passed on from generation to generation, and it's gonna be passed on. It's gonna stay like that, and that's just the way it is. You know, that's just that. So I have each family member in my family member. We have our story with our own brother. Sometimes not necessarily, like sometimes I'm gonna show you something else. In this story, this is me, guys. Priscilla, it's me. That's why they were making this Pepsi ad talking about me, how the government offer what they did. It's meant to be saving me. So I'm Priscilla, that's me, Jacqueline Bouvier. Obviously, this is my face feature, my story. All right, this is my mom, Asha. Queen Elizabeth, Rose Kennedy. This is Sabiha, all right, Princess Annie. This is me, Jacqueline Bouvier. Angelina Jolie, Bridget Bardot, whatever you want to call me, Priscilla. All right, so that's my story. And you obviously see this one, Paul Walker, Paul McCartney, is not our real father. It's not biological father. He's a stepfather in this one, and he's a fake military. They were making a scene for him when I was overseas, but it's a fake military. In reality, Paul Walker, Kurt Cobain, Adam, they were never serving the country. They never did. It's all acting. It's all fake. They're not even a man. Okay? Did you watch these videos I put on Princess Annie's page, Sabiha's page, Brooke Shields? All right. So obviously, see, this is Paul McCartney as our stepfather, Sabiha's husband, Ahmed. But he's still double Azadori. This is me, Priscilla. That's my story. This is Elvis, Brad Pitt is Fairmont, Joseph Kennedy. So there's other Paul McCartney has a Joseph name, so don't get confused. They have same identical names. Their family and my family, we have almost identical names. That's why they have a Jesse name, you know. And it's not the manager at work. Anybody can have a Jesse name, okay, guys? They were talking about Kurt Cobain being this sick doll, being supposedly being kind of a like Fairmont is a twin. They're not. Jason would be more like a Fairmont's twin. People should really leave my family alone. But anyways, guys, you obviously see I have a sister named Michelle. That's not the Michelle from work. There are people, girls that over there, they have same exact name as my sister. I don't want people to get confused. You know, they're more than welcome to be families, relatives, or friends. But my own sister, brothers, is something I don't want people to get fired. Sometimes they lose their jobs. There's a jealousy, competition. I'm like, no, it's better to be relatives. You know, I made a page for like Kennedy relatives and friends. You know, it's better off. It's nothing personal. All right. But anyways, you obviously see me, Avril Lavigne. It's me, Priscilla. And I have a sister named Michelle. You obviously see Priscilla. That's me, Priscilla. And I have a sister, Michelle. That's our story. The mother in this one is not Amina. It's not Princess Diana. It's actually Princess Annie. All right? That's Sabiha, Brooke Shields. And this is our stepfather, Paul McCartney. That's not my real father. I don't know if you can see that. So this is on this page. I just want to make sure because people was trying to make fun of me. I'm like, that's not very nice. That's why Priscilla, it's me, Avril Lavigne. Avril means April. All right, precious. So that's my story actually. Now, if the person can get older, like, you know, Rosemary, me and Vianney are the twin Rosemary, but Vianney remains. I think there's a picture of that. You see the twin Olsen twins is me and Vianney, and then the sister is Helen Elizabeth. Remember me, John Bennett Ramsey, Jacqueline Bouvier. All right. Kennedy, and Vianney is Melinda, and Helen is Elizabeth. So you see me and Vianney as the twin Olsen, Rosemary Kennedy. All right, and then you see Helen as Jane Kennedy. So don't get confused. We have very similar name, like Jian, Jihan, Vian. It's very similar, right? All right. So this is our story, guys. And as I said, this is, you know, not to get confused. Sabiha would be more like a mother figure, not like Amina. So a lot of people even confuse Sabiha with Amina. It's really sad because Sabiha has a true beautiful personality, true soul, and she was nowhere like Patricia Amina. You obviously see Charles Manson's story. That's Paul Dali's family. Charles Manson is Kurt Cobain, Matthew Kiel Sharp, Deba Azadori and all that. You obviously see Princess Amina looks nowhere like Princess Diana. Princess Diana is Amina. You obviously see that Patricia Killer is Amina because she was possessed by Paul McCartney, her own brother. So you're gonna have to check that page. This is not us. This is my family. Elvis is Brad Pitt, Fairmont, Joseph Kennedy. That's not the other Joseph because they have same exact name, Paul McCartney and his brothers. So yeah, you obviously see that's Paul McCartney's page that I made, and another page I made, you know, things like that. But this is Lauren Hediya, and she's not Vianney Lowe. The mother in this one, Anne, is Sabiha, Princess Annie. All right, and this is our real mom. All right. And you obviously see all these videos that I'm posting. I'm Angelina Jolie, guys. That's my story. That's me and my brother Jason. Leonardo is Jason. Sometimes Akram is like Jason. Jason is like Akram. That's just the way it is. All the Kennedy brothers. So this is our own stories. A lot of people's like, wow, how is that? You kissing your own brother? Because they're talking about how things were created. And I don't want to repeat that ever again. Nothing sickening. We're not misleading anybody. Do you read Bible? All right. Anyways, that's the Paul Dali's family. The word rabbi in this case it's not a good rabbi. The one is a Judah murderers. That's me, Angelina Jolie, guys. I just have lost a lot of weight. Usually I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't have any surgeries either. All right. This is Thinking Unlimited. I made this page so people have same exact name. You're not gonna be the only person. If people have a John name, there will be billion, trillion people on this planet Earth have a William, John, Robert, Jacqueline, Priscilla. People have same exact name. How many people do you know have same names, numbers, date of birth? So that's why I made this page so people don't get confused. All right. Again, people making fun of my brother Jason that had been somebody's on him, you know, and that channel was from Paul. All right, and this is Scooter Braun. He's not no manager at work. He makes millions of dollars off of me making music and all that. All right, and he does not make me this music. There are people hard to make music. That's not the way I work. Mecenat is not music. Okay, Matchmaking is not music. These companies are not movie maker or music. It's not no Hollywood, nothing like that. They're just workplaces people go work. There's a bunch of companies at this town called Dixon. All right, people can work. It's workplace. You go work to survive. That has nothing to do with any music or movie whatsoever. All right. This is, as I said, me and my brother Jason. Sometimes with our father. Priscilla, it's me, Avril Lavigne, Jacqueline Boiver, Angelina Jolie, whatever you want to call me, Bridget Bardot. This actually would be my mom, but sometimes, you know how, like, if you watch Titanic movie, that actually Rose, the actual Rose, you see the older one is my own mom, Aisha, you know, the real mom, you know, Rose Kennedy. You see the idea of it. So, but sometimes, you know, she's our mother. Sometimes her story is passed on to the girls. Does that make sense? That's just the way it is. So from father is passed on to the brothers. That's just the way it is. I'm Bridget Bardot, guys. That's also me, you know, Angelina Jolie. The stuff I'm posting it for a reason, so I'm explaining stuff for people not to worship. Kate Winslet, it's me. I just like have probably, you know, play rules on my pages. You know, my brother, this song is about what happened to our father in 1991, almost 30 years ago, 20 something years ago, almost 30 years ago. Gurgur de Sakram and Mikey, is Jason. All right, so Robert Kennedy and John Kennedy. So this is Princess Diana's Amina, that's Patricia, you know, the Charles Manson's group, family. All right, this is me. This is me. The Zanke has like a lot of stuff in there. This is me and Jason. So Jacqueline Boiver and John Kennedy, Jack and Jackie. Right, and with that song, a lot of people say it's Akram Harry, Robert Kennedy. This is me and my brother Jason, obviously. All right. So I recommend people to actually, if you want to know the real story about my family, follow these pages. I also made this pages for 3 Judas, they're not my family, and this page for hold on. This is Paul. You obviously this is Paul McCartney, Paul Walker. Princess Diana's brother. Sometimes he is Princess Diana himself, but not anymore. That was just an idea. He was possessing her to do crime. I mean, herself, Princess Diana was not she was a horrible woman in reality. She was nothing what you saw on TV. All right, thanks to Ferman made her what she is. So you see, obviously Paul McCartney, he's the gay. He's a wife. All right, now this is Sabiha. She's not Princess Diana, guys. This is Princess Diana Amina. This is Princess Annie Sabiha. This is Ferman, Elvis, Brad Pitt. All right, and what else did I make? I made also this page is for myself. This is me, Jeanne, Jacqueline Boiver, Angelina, whatever you want to call me, my names. Whatever the name I go by is still my name. This is not me. This is something special behind my back. That's what it is, something special behind my back. That's not me. Even if they're black color, they're still fake. They're not Jesus Christ family. We are what we are today. You ask me, I'll be like, I'm white, of course. But we come from real Jesus Christ family, so this is what it is. It's like a, what is it, reflection of us, or I shouldn't even call that. I don't know what you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, but, you know, that's just that. That's them, Judas. These 3 Judas, the family, Paul Dolly's family, they're not me. They could say, well, I'm you. I'm like, no, this is you. All right. There's another page and this is Sabria's, this their page. They're keeping up with Kardashian. And this is not keeping up with Kardashian. This is Paul Dolly's family, Saddam Hussein's brother. This is my family's page. Our names are our virtue, so this is us, the Kennedy Courage Bush family, Jesus and his brother, sister, and real parents. This is our page. If you want to follow that. Then Twist Stories, and this is Lauren. She lives in Austria. She has her own business. Hadiya Kathleen Kennedy. You know, I don't mind people making a scene for her outside where, you know. And as I said, this is Sabiha Brooke Shields. What else I want to show it to people? Oh,